Selena.
It's a bad baby. Oh, Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oh, Cliff girl. Put them heels on and rule my
Welcome to
world.
Selena's Couch,
Making you
where you are
crazy. You got the
welcome to be
vibe. You
free
got
to
the
be
vibe. I
yourself.
can see it.
So
I
you
see you
can lay
online.
your
Rolling
head
it
on my
up.
couch,
Oh,
on
we
my
lit.
pillows.
Same hood. It's all good. We can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now. And I got a feeling, babe. Yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're
Love you to
mine.
Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Hey y'all, thank you for coming again. I did a live earlier and I have somewhere to go. I gotta be there at least by 6:30. Um and so I am getting ready um while I'm talking to you guys. I'm trying to get some time on here because I haven't been on, doing lives a lot because of my busy schedule. Like I said, so I got school full time, work full time, and then I have to get in my time where I got to do some chores around the house and my personal life. So I'm trying to balance everything, and then YouTube. So trying to balance everything, fit everything in. Thank you for cutting edge. My favorite, one of my favorite mods, Sassy. How are you? How you like this weather? Still hot? I'm ready for a cool down. Hopefully by October it will cool down. And Genesis, thank you for coming through. Hey, Miss Chi-Town, what's good, Miss Chicago? Good to see you. Good to see you. Um, I am having open panel for whatever reason. I'm gonna have to figure out how to um, get the StreamYard connected to the YouTube live, and so that I can be able to have you guys come up when I'm live on the YouTube live, because that was a really good discussion that could have been had when I was talking about the Charlie Kirk situation and people in their mindsets on, is he a racist or is he a martyr? Um, and, some people say he deserved to die and all that kind of stuff, which is crazy. Um, that's just really crazy. So I was talking a little bit about that and showing the debate. So if you have time later on, you have nothing else to do, nothing else to listen to, go back to that live stream. I think it's very informative. Also get some definitions on what the DEI is, as well as what racism is, and systematic racism, because some people don't didn't realize the definition of symptomatic symptomatic racism and stuff like that. So it's a good thing to kind of go over if you got some time. I'm not gonna be talking about too much. Just again, an open panel. Um, Anybody is welcome to come up and chop it up with me. Long as we can have a good time and have some sense. Because some people, you come up here, you be like, why are you here? What can I help you with, sir or ma'am? So when I have discussions with people, I like it to go somewhere. Sometimes you be having conversations with people, you be like, I can't, why? Why are we here? So let's see who this is. Hey, CX. Russell, how are you?
What's up, baby mama?
What you up to, Russell? What's up?
Man, nothing. Just sitting here watching these goddamn games. It's me some sausage brisket sandwich. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
so,
just up here chilling.
so did your woman make that for you today, or you went and bought it?
Nah, man. I got a deep freezer. You know how we do it.
Oh, okay. So what
Nah,
you
I
want to
know.
talk about?
Well, I was gonna present something to you to see if you would
Hmm.
like to cover it.
Hmm.
So it was two topics I was paying attention to the other day. I mean, well, one of
Hmm.
them today. So
Hmm.
it's an FBI guy. He was undercover
Right.
and he was infiltrating. Did I say that right? Infiltrating.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, he was infiltrating the the Nazis slash how can I say it? Like I'm not gonna say skinheads, but these are like more organized.
Hmm.
But he infiltrated this organization to which, and you can look it up yourself. But
Hmm.
it was an organization called the Base, right?
Okay.
And it was a bunch of white men who was trying to kick off a race war, a civil war in the United States. But they was trying to
Mm.
intensify it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it, that was something interesting that I thought was interesting. Maybe you wanted to, if you wanted to, you look into it, or
Hmm.
I can tell you the name of the FBI agent. He's been doing a lot of interviews, so he's got a lot of videos on YouTube
What's
talking
his
about
name?
the FBI guy's name is Scott Payne, Payne.
Okay. Scott Payne.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he was the one working undercover, and he did a lot of jobs. He was south of the border. He was working uh
Hmm.
undercover for the for the cartel,
Hmm.
biker gangs. So yeah, he's really well known. So you just type,
Wow. This.
yeah, you can just type in his name. But what was interesting to me was like the amounts of what some of these people would do to try to destroy. So basically, like he said, when he got in that organization, they was just trying to intensify a civil war because they feel like America is not going to last. So they want to go ahead and get the shit started. So that way they can, I guess, be in position to lead. You see what I'm saying? And
Okay.
the main guy that he's going to talk about the dude. The dude is
Hmm.
a graduate from Villanova. The dude don't even stay in America. He stay in Russia somewhere, and he's calling all
Hmm.
the shots. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. He said they was going to try to, spike the water, poison the water. And that and it all comes down to like this situation with the guy Kurt. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it was. I was looking at this other streamer. He's still alive right now, but he actually showed that the shooter wasn't the guy that they think it is. The guy that was on the roof, and he has evidence where they have the camera footage of the incident itself.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
do you
so
think are you saying you think it might be planned that that they
it
took
had to be some.
Charlie
Well,
Kirk?
well. So the discussion was. So you remember we was talking about Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens, right?
Hmm.
So they worked with Charlie Kirk, and they was kind of like the face of his organization, which was Turning Point USA. So I they was building up their platform and everything else, and I guess when they got too big or whatever, I don't know what the situation is. They separate ways. Well, this stuff going on with Israel and Palestine.
Right. Right.
So it's a lot of people picking sides on certain things. So from what the conversation that was mentioned was that some people are not rocking with Israel. Some people don't like Israel. But from what
Mm-hmm.
the conversation was said, Israel is trying to not tarnish their image, so they're paying certain content creators or certain people in America, and they're speaking highly of them to make them not look like what they're doing is wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that's where the divide is coming. So I think he chose the side of talking down or against Israel. He let another big name, Tucker Carlson. I'm pretty sure you heard of him.
Yes.
He let
Yeah.
another, yeah, a guy named Tucker Carlson come and do a speech on a show that he ran. And Tucker Carlson, from what I heard, he went in, and then next thing you know, this would happen. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
really want you to check his channel out too. I think he's still live, but
Mm-hmm.
he got some pretty decent content. I'll tell you the name of him too.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rich. I appreciate you coming through. Miss Fatty again, Miss Collins, CC, Cutting Edge. Thank you so much, writers. I appreciate you guys for coming through. And your wife is, hey, realist, your wife is here. Miss
Hey baby,
Genesis. She wanted to see what you had to say.
hey baby.
Uh,
I'm just talking about the baby. That's all. We just talking about the baby.
oh, whatever. Oh, now to tell the guy's first name again, Payne. What was the
Yeah,
first name?
Scott Payne.
Scott
That's
Payne.
the
Okay,
that's the
okay,
FBI
Scott Payne.
agent.
I'm
And
gonna look that up when I got some time. And
yeah, yeah. Because see, this is and the reason why I'm saying this, T. Lena, because it's just like you said, a lot of people just making content off the Charlie Kirk shit, trying to get views. That's all. Because
mhm.
majority of people did not even know who the hell Charlie Kirk was.
I was one of them. I mean, because
Exactly.
I had to go and research and see. Oh, well, how did I miss this? And then when I go back and look at, it, I said, well, I he looks familiar. Maybe I did, come past, kind of go past his content, but sometimes I kind of don't really get into the politics that much. But I'm gonna really have to pay more attention
Yeah.
because you just never know. We need to know this stuff, what's going on, who are the players, and all that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
but I don't know how I miss Mr. Kurt. You know what I'm saying? Because from my understanding, he's been very controversy. He had a lot of controversy behind his name with a lot of people, especially minorities. So I thought that was pretty interesting that I missed that. But that just goes to show you have to be more vigilant about paying attention to the world around you and not just your little world. So,
Hmm.
uh,
But not. But
yeah,
see, this is the thing, though, Selena. The reason why you missed it, and a lot of other people, a lot of other minorities. I'm gonna say black folks. I ain't gonna really say anybody else. But a lot of other
mhm.
people missed it because he had Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens speaking for him. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Pushing those
yes,
narratives. So we knew them, but a lot of people didn't know who the face behind them was. And they was both with his
right.
organization. And they
Okay.
pushed, yeah, so he didn't have to have the voice. They always gonna get that token Negro to speak for him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I can understand what
But
you're
he
saying on
still,
that.
but he still was, and that's what they was doing a lot was they'll go to college campuses and debate young people. So the reason why they did that college campus thing, and they was doing tours all over the United States, and every college they could get a meeting for, because with college kids,
Hmm.
you got to understand they're adults, but their minds are still childish. So you can kind of coerce them into certain things, you know what I'm saying, and to think a certain
Hmm.
kind of way, opposed to like
Hmm.
us that's already been through the stuff in this world. We already got a set mindset. You can't just come up there and convince me to, okay, this is what it is. No, you can't just do that. Yeah,
Right. Hey, Miss Collins, I didn't see you in here. But yeah, that's what yeah, I'm glad that you said that. But like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit more paying attention on what's going on, in
yeah,
this world. And
yeah. You
uh
got to.
just
You got to.
you really
because
do.
because the from what these people are doing, and see, I'm telling you this from the aspect of, because we black and we don't have no understanding. We only have an understanding of basically what's going on in our city or what's going on in our neighborhood. But outside of that, these people are trying to do some dangerous stuff to a point where they don't care about nothing. They don't care about
Hmm.
nothing. They're trying to take this shit, and that's why I really feel like they're trying to take this stuff back to the way it was back in civilization. Their numbers are dropping. They feel like they're not getting their just due. Other races and other groups are getting more benefits than them. So
Hmm.
that's why I say we'll never get reparations, because one thing about it, if black folks get reparations, they're gonna burn this whole goddamn country down. I guarantee you. I listen. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that.
Hmm.
But I think with that Charlie Kirk thing, I really believe, because you can see it on camera when I give you the name of the content creator, go over
Hmm.
there and check it out, and it shows a dude standing behind him. It looks like a cell phone, but it's you can they got those devices where you can turn a cell phone into a gun.
Mm.
So it looks like he pushed a button on the top of the
Hmm.
what's name, and then that's when you seen his neck jerk, and that's when he stopped the video. But yeah, it's a the content creator's name is real nigga, but he spell it REELNAGA.
Dang, that's cold blooded. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
but it's
believe
so
some of these they do it to their own. You know what I'm
yeah, oh
saying?
yeah,
Like they
yeah,
talk about us, but I say, a lot of these systems, they set players in certain places, and then when they feel like their job is done, because they want, it's like they create chaos to create order, and it to me. So they'll do something like assassinate somebody that they upheld just to create chaos so that they can start uh putting order, controlling things. And I just, it's hard for me to explain it, but I just feel like it's a setup for having people having issues and different division. It's gonna start more division, and I think that's why some of these people do what they do. They put up certain people. They'll let them rise to a certain level, and then it's like, well, it's time to take this person out. Let's take them out. They do it, and let's see what after effects that happens after they do it. That kind of thing. Just the same thing like they did with a lot of other people. George Floyd. I'm not saying all of it's like that, but some things are. It's like a domino effect, if that makes sense.
yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of what I see on that.
But
So,
Selena,
mhm.
if we really want to be real about this, man, and like I say, this is my thing. This is what I like talking about, because I grew up with my mama. She was part of that party when she stayed in Oakland. Uh,
Mhm.
so
Black Panther.
she, well, yeah, I didn't want to say it, but then
Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she always installed into me the history of who I am as a black person, period. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we was always going to like black museums. You remember back in the day, we used to have for Black History Month, man, we used to have functions, we used to have all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To do. Now these kids, what they're basically trying to do is they just trying to kill history. And from what I was hearing, he was one of them, to where now I believe it's in Florida. They just passed it to where you can't talk about slavery, period, as far as like coming up as far as the slavery days and all this other stuff because they feel like that's showing a bias towards basically how can I say it? Trying to show empathy, trying to how can I say it? God damn it. It's like they trying to create give people something to be sorry for another set of people for. So they're trying to terminology it as no, that's not gonna work. So that's what
Oh, okay.
one of the things Charlie Kirk was help pushing with Trump. If you think about it, they was trying to get people to stop talking about slavery, stop talking about just really try to wipe out just history itself to where when these new kids come up, they don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not being talked about. Just like cursive, they took cursive out of there. Some of these new kids, they don't even know how to do goddamn cursive. You be like, God damn, you know, but
They don't know
they
how to
don't
read.
exactly. They want you. They want to dumb you down. So guess what? They'll be
Mhm.
intelligent. They're smart. They know it. All they want you to do is follow. And
Right.
just think about it. This is how America was built. Think about it. Before slavery, when they came over here, they was at a shot. I mean, they was at odds with each other. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
Britons, Irish didn't like each other. Switzerland didn't. They didn't get along. They didn't like each other. But for the greater good of making money and having slavery, to accomplish that, they all came together against one set of group, which was us. So
Mm.
it wasn't the best of their countries. The worst of the worst came over to this country to find new land. The ones that was already established and everything, they stayed in their homeland because what's what are they coming over here for? They already established.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of give you a little pushback on
Okay.
and again on the Charlie Kirk pushing to getting rid of us talking about slavery and stuff like that. I don't think that was his motivation. Now that could have I think he had different dilemmas, but I don't think that's one of them. Because he would have open discussions with people, even people that did not agree with him. Because you have to remember he comes from a white perspective, so he's going to see it the way he sees it, just like we're black and we're going to see it the way we see it because of our experiences. I think more of his thing was he wanted to have an open and honest conversation about how he sees it. He sees it as, yes, there are limitations, but you have to get beyond those limitations. And then black people are saying, well, we're in a system that wants to keep us held, that wants to keep us down, that wants to keep us from progressing. So you're talking about get over it. Well, not necessarily get over it, but move past it because the only limitations is holding us back would be sometimes us. You get what I'm saying? So I think his discussion, his more of his goal was to kind of, just get people to see, hey, there's another way. You don't have to. There's no limitations for you. You can get beyond those limitations. And black people are just saying, and some black people are saying, well, we do have limitations. There is a thing called systematic racism. Not to say he wasn't oblivious to it, but it was just an open discussion he was having with people because he coming from a white person's perspective. Another person, if they black, they coming from a black perspective, telling the black experience. So I don't really think necessarily he was trying to get people to wipe history out because anybody that thinks that is oblivious. That doesn't make it. That's no logic in that. You can't wipe away history like that. It happened. The thing is, I think more of his thing was, even though it has happened, you can't let that be a crutch. And some black people would kind of be like, "Yeah, we understand that," but at the end of the day, there is systems to keep us from getting where we need to be in some people's mindset. So I think it's just people just need to just have an open conversation because, like I said, we all come from different backgrounds, and we all see things very differently than another. Another black person might see something totally different than how I see it, and vice versa. So that's what I see. So I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that stance. I don't think he was one of those people that just want to be like, oh, let's just wipe away, 200 years of slavery. I don't think that was it, not in my opinion. So, hello, Genesis. How are you?
Hi, good afternoon, Selena. Hello, Mr. Red. How are you? Chat, how's everybody doing?
Just fine. What would you
Great.
like to add to this discussion?
Um, I think that the Charlie Kirk thing is a very hot topic right now, and people are some people are getting away from the fact that Minister Farrakhan said the exact same thing that Charlie Kirk was saying. In
Hmm.
my opinion, I think people are getting up in arms about it because it's coming from a person that doesn't look like us, right?
Right.
And also, too, I also have to reiterate that he would debate anyone, anywhere, at any time. And I think where some of the debaters got lost in their argument was that they fell back on feelings. They got heated, and instead of relying on your feelings, you've got to go for facts. You definitely have to
Right.
go for facts. And the art of debate is really lost because, again, people get into their feelings and they don't want to look at the overall argument of what's being presented.
Hmm.
Right? I know a few people are going to disagree with me in the chat, but that's fine. I mean, that's what the debate is for. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, shooting somebody in the neck because of words is beyond the realm of human decency. It's beyond the realm of human
Right.
decency. And at the end of the day, if we can't even have open dialogue about a disagreement, then where do we draw the line with even talking about broader issues?
Hmm.
It's really unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. But I do also agree with Mr. Russell Red in regards to shifting the narrative and focusing on what's really happening. And I put a list of FBI agents in the chat for you to check out at your leisure if you're
Hmm.
planning on doing a stream in regards to the information that they're putting out. Because there's so many things that are going on that people aren't talking about. I mean, the MK Ultra thing is a big thing. The mind control thing is a big thing. The chemical warfare that's come, the biological chemical warfare that's coming, and this Charlie Kirk thing. It's unfortunate. It's tragic. And what are people going to? What's the next headline that's going to be that we're going to move on from? Because pretty soon this is going to be knocked out of the headlines, right? And the real
Hmm.
emergencies that are going to emerge, people aren't going to talk about. Because I'm telling you right now, they definitely want population control, and they want to eliminate a number of people, regardless of whether racial forms that you come from.
Hmm.
People aren't talking about that.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but just in regards to the link for your YouTube Live, when you set up your YouTube Live, there's a link specifically for YouTube Live that you have to drop, and you can add that to your community post when you post your live so that people can hit that link. But it won't work. The StreamYard link won't work with the YouTube Live link. It only works with
So,
StreamYards when you go through YouTube.
okay, so that's well, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit about that later, but I was trying to figure that out um as I was on the YouTube live. How
Mhm.
can I get it to where I can get people to come up on the panel? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, when you set up the YouTube Live, you've got to scroll down and it'll say link. And that's the link that you post on your community wall for people to jump on the stream when you're ready. But it won't work in a in a vertical. It won't work in a vertical live, though. The link won't work. So when you have
Uh,
to do it like on the reg, what is it? The portrait, not the vertical. It won't work that way.
okay. Well,
Anyway,
yeah, I guess
third
I'll
thing
figure it
before
out.
I want to big up my husband, Mr. The Russell Red, 6'1" brown liquor drinking cowboy, Mr. Russell Red. And I hope
I
people
shouldn't have let your ass up.
understand.
I'm
He's
so sick of
well,
you.
Miss Selena, that he's a well-rounded man. He's not all
Yeah,
about
let her
the
finish. Let her
people.
finish. Let her finish.
He's a very deep thinker. He's a very, very deep thinker. So shout out to Selena. Selena, you be
Mm-hmm.
daddy. However, my husband, the Mr. Hustle Red, deserves all the props because he's a well-rounded individual. Thank you for your
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yes, baby. I see you at
Goodbye.
home, baby.
Goodbye. I'm gonna hear that bull crap.
That's why I got a
Get
baby with
your
you. I
ass.
got your ass.
Get
But
your
look,
ass
hey,
on.
listen. Okay, so check this
Yes,
out.
yes.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
look, I can respect that. All right, I can respect what you said
Mm-hmm.
about the situation. No, I didn't. I'm not saying that. Um, I'm not saying that he officially himself, but he is part of that Trump administration who's trying
Mm-hmm.
to push that narrative. They have other players that's trying to push that narrative of trying to wipe out, what's the name? Because if you could listen to one of Charlie Kirk's one of his speeches, he was like, "Well, why do I have to pay for something that happened, 300, 400 years ago? I'm not responsible for that, this and that." But at the end of the day, uh, your people benefited off of that, and they still
Mm-hmm.
benefited off of it to this day. Now we can go by statistics, right? We can go
Uh-huh.
by crimes and R words and all the bad stuff that's been happening in people's neighborhood. Now, that's why I asked you, Selena, you from Oak Cliff, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, Oak Cliff was a all black, uh, middle class, um, upscale neighborhood.
Correct.
Okay, so you didn't know nothing about no Irving or no Garland or none of that stuff back then, right or wrong? Talking
I
about back
mean,
then when you was a kid, when you was growing
um,
up as a child.
yeah, I knew about that. I wasn't because I had family all over. So yeah, I
Okay,
did know
and
about that.
and that's cool. Okay, but my issue with this is when
Mm-hmm.
you don't have too many resources invested in something, then it's not going to build. It's not going to grow. It's going to stay the
Okay.
same. And then, like I said, with Oak Cliff being what it is, once they start letting a lot of black families move out the neighborhood and move into other folks' neighborhoods that's already established, well, when you already know when you move from one area to another, you got to start acting accordingly to that area that you're living in now. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You can't be out with a bonnet on your head with loud music, motherfuckers pulling up to your house, you smoking
Exactly.
it. Yeah, so you gotta act accordingly from for what that neighborhood standards are, or if not, you're gonna get your ass up out of there. So when they
That part.
start busting every nigga I, in Dallas and that was living in Oak Cliff, now like I say, South Dallas, I feel like okay, this is my whole thing, and I'm everywhere, but I feel like when we was together as a whole, as a community, we took care of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You can basically go down the street, and if somebody seen you doing some wrong, uh, one of them elders will come out and hey, I'm gonna tell your people on you. I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you get your ass
Mm-hmm.
whooped. When we was together, we was a better community. But then when you had people who drifted out and got out of that situation, but start looking down on the people that still was there, because
Mm-hmm.
no matter what you say, Oak Cliff is going to still be Oak Cliff, and you still got some good people in Oak Cliff. They just can't afford to get the fuck up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But if we stay together, we had the men structure still in the community, the women structure in the community. I don't think we would be where we at. But the sad part about it, at the end of the day, we got all this ratchet music from women. We got all this killing music from the young guys, right?
Hmm.
But who's profiting off of that?
Well, see, that's the thing. Um, like I was talking about earlier, Russell. I said we do it to our own community. Though at the end of the day, we do it to our own community. We sell the drugs, even though we getting the drugs from maybe white people or whatever government, wherever we getting the drugs from, and we're putting it in our communities. We're poisoning our own communities. As far as the music, you got young men and women just want to get out the hood. They'll sign a record deal, and they're not even writing their own music. They have people writing their music about sex, about drug use, and they promote it, and they talk about it. They rap it, they sing it, and it's going into our communities. So a lot of things of what I'm saying, it's kind of like I don't, we do it to ourselves. We're our own worst enemy.
And
We,
you're right. You're
I
right,
don't,
Selena.
I
I
mean,
listen.
I don't
I agree
know.
with you. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. It's a self-inflicted wound. We do it to ourselves. But
Hmm.
understand, if given the opportunity to
Hmm.
flourish on our own, let's say one side, and I'm not trying to make it a color thing. I'm not trying to do anything of that sort. Just like the uncolored. I'm gonna say the uncolored folks, right? I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna say the uncolored folks. And I'm gonna say the amigos, right?
Uh-huh.
When you help and establish them, and you give them if we all get a certain amount of money equally the same, if the black community, the uncolored community, and the amigo of community all got the same amount of money and assistance, who do you think is going to strive better?
Who do you think?
Uh, well,
Answer the question. I'm putting it back on you.
I tell you like this: it's only one. It's only one race globally that everybody acts like, and I'm talking about globally. I ain't just talking about in America. I'm talking about in UK, Asian, the Asian countries, um, even Mexico. When I went to Mexico,
Hmm.
it's only one culture that I see, and it's only one culture that they'll call you the N word. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a cool thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Spit it
So,
out, please.
you know what I'm trying to say. Is I
No,
mean
I want you to spit it out. I want you to spit it out.
so
I
you
just
don't
want.
see them. Well, you probably don't go to Pleasant Grove and all them other areas, but everybody
Oh
acts like
yeah,
they black.
I've been there.
Everybody everybody acts like they black. You got amigos calling each other amigos. They calling them the N word. You know what I'm saying? You got the uncoloreds. They acting more like N words every day. They listening to rap.
Hmm.
You can't. I mean, let's be real.
So you're saying the black culture is a great influence, but people still they want to have some of our culture, but they don't want to be us. Basically, is that what you're saying?
Oh no, when it come down to it, because at the end of the day, you see how they treat us. Think about it. Okay, let's think about this.
So I was right. You saying they like our culture as far as
Yeah,
our
yeah,
music or the way our
they
lingo,
want to
but they
steal
don't
our
want to
yeah,
be us. Okay.
they want to steal our culture. But at the end of the day, let's think about this. When the man passed away, right? What
Hmm.
happened? Who got threatened? They had to close down HBCUs. They was threatening mostly black people when that tragedy happened. Nothing about that community, even though it happened in Utah. It happened at a college campus that was predominantly uncolored, why are you threatening black people?
Hmm. Okay, well, listen, I don't know about that. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna speak
understand that.
on that because
I
I don't
understand that.
know. But
I know
I
it.
want you to go back. I want you to go back because it's going to be somebody that's going to hear this and say, "Well, what does it mean acting black?" I know what you're talking about, but can you kind of explain in your own way what you mean by that? Because somebody's going to say, well, "What do you mean acting black?"
Acting black, still in black culture. Period. Hip hop was
Okay.
formed. That was a black culture thing. Yes or no?
Would it be fair? Yes. Would it be fair if I say we all steal something from other people,
It would.
from other cultures? Would it be fair to
It
say it
would.
or no?
It would. But if you think about it, Selena, um, my opinion, and this, like I said, this is just my opinion.
Right.
Americans are the the American blacks. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna just say that
Uh huh.
the American blacks are the most culture uh, appropriated, in my opinion. My opinion, because we don't go around listening to no. Every black in America don't go around listening to Jamaican reggae music or Caribbean music or anything. Only time we probably hear that is probably when we go to a Caribbean fest or on a cruise
Hmm.
or something of that nature. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm saying our influence in the world, American blacks. I'm talking about American, not just all blacks as a whole, because even they distinguish themselves as being what they are. They'll come over here and say, "I'm African," or "I'm Jamaican," or "I'm Haitian." You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
Uh, but I feel like we have the most culture it is, and we've been through the most uh, disheartening situations there is. My opinion.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah, and that's cool. Disagree.
say
Let me hear.
not necessarily true. If we go back in history, Native Americans were slaughtered. Um, them and their children for their land. Okay. We in that that has been something that people overlook, a lot of what Native Americans have been through. So we can't just say just black people. Let's just be fair on that. Okay. So and then you have to think about the Holocaust, how people were killed, children, their parents, and people they were killed just because of them identifying as being, Jewish, right? So I'm gonna say even the Irish, they also went through some type of slavery and oppression. Okay. So we can't just say just African Americans. We can't say that.
No, I'm not just saying that, Selena. I said
Hmm.
we've been through the most. So this is
We've
what I'm
been through
trying to.
the most. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's your
So so
opinion,
so
but
so yeah, that's my
mhm,
opinion. That's why I say that's my
mhm,
opinion. But
right.
what slavery lasted what 400 years in America, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, true enough. Indians, yes, they had, but guess what? They also sued the government, and they have resorts. They don't have to pay taxes. See, they have leniency. You tell me
Yeah.
where's our crime bill as far as black people are concerned? Where is
Hmm.
to where we got reparations or anything for our ancestors being a slave for anything?
We won't get it.
Okay, and you said the Holocaust. Well, the Jewish community, they got reparations for that. Germany paid them off, or they
Yes,
paid them
correct.
people off. Okay, then. So where is ours for the slavery?
You won't get it.
There you go. Because
Mm-mm, you won't get it.
they don't respect, and that's all I was trying to say. That's why I said we've been through the
Hmm.
most because we have to deal with so much, and we got so much less. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as resources and everything to build and
Hmm.
grow. But then when we do build and grow, guess what they do? They'll tear it down. Look at Tulsa, Oklahoma. Any
Yeah.
major black city that starts to get its own recognition and starts building on its own, they're coming in there.
Hmm.
Atlanta's the same
Yeah.
way. It's they starting to come in Atlanta now. They starting to build up a lot of stuff in Atlanta. And who you think they moving in? Who you think they moving in?
Tell me.
Oh, you know. But listen, man. I know you got a lot of stuff to do. I don't want to have this
Oh,
deep
I'm getting.
conversation with you.
Listen, I'm getting ready and talking. So that's what I
Oh,
said.
okay,
We can
okay,
keep doing it.
okay. But no, that's all I'm trying to tell you. It's just like anything that we have got going on, they want a part of that. They want to
Oh
cut it at.
yeah,
And if
I
you
don't deny that.
and see this is the thing about it. They'll build that one token Negro, and as long as he abides by their rules and they regulations of what they set, because he's the token Negro, and if he goes against anything they say or doesn't do what they want him to do, guess what's going to happen to him? Well, you know, they're
Hmm.
going to tarnish his image, or he got to go. Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, Martin Luther King. I mean, any more examples you want me to do?
Listen, I want to do a live stream on that too. Martin Luther King. It's this guy that I saw that wrote a book, and he did a lot of research on Martin Luther King. And I
Hmm.
forgot this guy's last name. His last name is Jackson, I believe. He's a black young man, and he wrote a book, and he's been on some different like podcasts. And I want to do a live stream on that because he kind of talks about basically, that Martin Luther King Jr. was living in a lot of hypocrisy, and that from what he was saying that Martin Luther King was the token Negro and was used by the FBI. But I want to go. I'm gonna get that interview that he did. I forgot. I think he was on that guy. I can't ever think of people's names. I'm not good with names, but it was on a podcast that is kind of well known, and he was on there, and I'm gonna do a live stream on it because I saw that the other day. I was like, say what? It's kind of like everything we were taught in our history books and everything that we were taught that that Martin Luther King was. It's like the total opposite. So it's just kind of amazing how he came up with or how he researched and found some of this information in some of his diaries. He got it from some of Martin Luther King Jr.'s writings, or in his journals and things like that. So pretty interesting. And I'm gonna do a live stream on it because it's just like the history that we know of certain things. It might not be that way at all. It
Yeah,
might not be
exactly.
that way at all. And I think
Yeah,
to an extent, we all, in some ways, have been bamboozled in some ways, you know?
yeah, you're
So I
right.
thought that was pretty interesting.
And that's why they viewed him and Malcolm differently. Yeah, I heard some things. I heard more or less. I heard like he had infidelity. Uh,
There was a lot more than that,
with
though, too.
yeah. But
Hmm.
I think they really kind of like, and like I say, all this is an opinion based. We wasn't there, you know.
Exactly. We don't know.
But what I think was to push their agenda, because you remember he was the one. that was with who was that? Who was the president? I think it was it Johnson or was it
It was
uh
JFK. He got assassinated in
yeah,
Dallas,
he got it.
and
Well,
then Johnson.
that was on some other shit. I heard the reason why he got taken out is because of something about the mafia or something, whatever, you know. But
Yeah, well, his father was into that type of business.
yeah, and you know back then the
Mhm.
mafia was very powerful. So
Yeah,
but what I was saying, yeah, I was hearing some things and I heard that they tricked him, and then I think he when he found out exactly what he signed up for as far as like the bills that he signed for, I mean, well, he was there present for when they signed them.
hmm
He realized it was wrong, and then he tried to come back and say, "Well, no, we need to, have this, this, and that." And when he started making them demands, I heard that's when they went ahead and just took him all the way out. You know what I'm saying? But Malcolm,
yeah.
he was on that shit from the jump. He was like, "Nah, we don't need to deal with
See,
them. We need to be separate. Y'all need
I
to be
like
having your own
Malcolm.
shit." Yeah, exactly.
I
Everybody like
like his
Malcolm.
train. I
Yeah,
liked his train of thinking.
yeah.
Even though he was a little bit more militant, you know,
Hmm.
there's a time and a place to be humble, but I
Yeah,
think sometimes it's time for you to be militant as well. And I believe that he wanted order, but he also saw a lot of hypocrisy in his organization as well. I think that's another thing that may have also took him out too, with his own religious organization, because some of those brothers turned on him once he kind of discovered a lot of stuff that was going on in that organization with the leader at the time. But I like more of his ideals than anything. I tell you, I really paid more attention to Malcolm and started trying to read up on him when I saw the movie. And the movie doesn't tell you everything, and it doesn't. Sometimes some things are a little inaccurate, but I think Spike Lee did an excellent job, and of course Denzel did an excellent job of portraying Malcolm X. But yeah, I feel Malcolm X. I like his ways of thinking on some things. I
yeah,
really
because he
do.
he gonna whoop ass. So okay, so look at this, Selena. Let's say this, right?
Hmm.
We're grown around, right?
Hmm.
You're not married. We know this, but you've been through some things back in your past that you probably might regret, or dealt with somebody that you probably felt like, oh man, this and that. Doesn't mean that the Selena now can't become a good wife to a man. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta overlook the shit you did in the past, because at the end of the day, we all got a past. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? We all got a past. We all went through some shit. We all dealt with some shit. You know what I'm saying? We all did some wrong in our lifetimes, in the eyes of the Lord. Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But doesn't mean you can't be a good person later on in life to where you can't supply somebody else. Like I said, you might have did some shit back in the past that you regret. But at the end of the day, what about Selena now? And I feel like your past should not affect how you can be a husband to a man right now if you
A
can do
wife, you
that
mean?
job.
Okay.
Well,
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah, I know
apologize.
what you're saying.
Yeah, but
I got you.
even with our leaders, even that's why I say they always try to put who they always try to do. They try to put for the black community. Our leaders is who the basketball players, the football players, the entertainers, and then soon one by one we keep seeing them. They keep knocking these niggas down
Hmm.
because we're worshiping people or certain things because We're looking at them from a standpoint, okay, well, he made it, he's successful, he got money.
Mhm.
And that's the problem that I see with our community. If we all get together, say like if you move back to Oak Cliff, the answer moved back to Oak Cliff, everybody who became successful just moved back to Oak Cliff and started rebuilding that community, it's going to work.
Uh huh.
It's going to work. It's going to work because you're bringing your knowledge, your wisdom, and everything back to those girls that doesn't have that. You
Right.
understand?
Right. Right.
When you was growing up, you didn't idolize no goddamn Holly Berry or all these other females in Hollywood. You looked at your aunties, your
Right.
mama. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's what the problem is. We don't have the family structure no more.
I
We
agree
do
with
not.
that.
Yeah, we don't have the family structure, nigga. If all your family, I'm talking about your whole immediate family, get together at a reunion, you know it's gonna be a fight. Niggas gonna get to arguing. Niggas gonna get to cussing each other out. We don't have that structure
No.
no more. Oh no, not
I
yours.
don't have. Not mine. We have fun. So when
Okay.
I hear about all this other stuff, this foolishness, I'm just like, well, thank God. We
Yeah,
don't
well,
have.
you
I
still got to
mean,
tighten that family then.
yeah, my
Uh-huh.
family's pretty much, especially my intermediate family, we real tight. And even those that are distant, like we don't
Yeah.
have those type of issues as far. And if it's like that, people stay their ass at home. They don't
Mm-hmm.
come to the event. But no, one thing about it, people are missing the family connection. I do see that. A lot of people don't have that. Like I was telling you earlier, if y'all was, if you were there and you heard it, it's 50% of students at my school are in foster care. So that means they have no parent, no living parent, or if they do have a living parent, their living parent is seen to be unfit to even take care of them. And some of their grandparents are not able or will not take them in. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of what's wrong with some of our community is the family unit and not having that. That's what I see, you know. And I was fortunate enough to have that where I didn't go down the wrong path. I had people, like I said, in my not only in my community but in my family to instill certain values in me that I still hold on to this day. So that's why a lot of the things when some girls will go maybe kind of wayward, or they would maybe get so involved in drugs, or have getting pregnant at an early age. I always had people to kind of let me know, hey, don't go this route. This is not going to be a route for you to go. This is not a good route. Get your education. Find you a career that you like and things like that. And I just had that in my life, and I thank God for that. But I just think of so many girls and young men that are minorities that do not have that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. So I was considered, and people that are like me are considered to be one of the blessed ones to have that, because everybody does not have that sense of community. Because I was telling y'all last night, it was a village that raised me. I didn't, because a mama gone, you know, mama gone, mama dead. So you gotta have people that actually will step in when they need to, So that's just my opinion on that. But
No, but that's a
um,
fact. That's a fact because
mhm,
a village raised me too. But I got raised
uh-huh.
by the bad side and the good side. You gotta understand, my uncle was a pimp. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
My uncle
told me.
and I seen a lot of broads, and when you live in that lifestyle and you involved in that type of game, you can't have no heart.
Mm,
And good thing my uncle didn't have no daughters because he told me straight up, shit, if it bleeds, it breeds, and I'm gonna put her ass out there on the stroll. She wanna go. You know,
damn.
yeah, it's like that. You got to be heartless. You gotta be heartless, man, because because at the end of the day, it's all about money and it's all about control.
Mm,
If them girls see any weakness in that man, they might just
mm,
say, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna go to another nigga who's gonna, they are programmed to follow orders.
mm,
And it's kind of crazy. Like I see these young girls now, and I be like, damn, that's crazy. Because I remember back in the day when I was in school, girls, middle school, high school, they wasn't allowed to wear no fake nails, no fake hair, no makeup,
yeah,
none of that stuff. No short
yeah, I
skirts.
couldn't
You
wear
know what?
that.
You know why? You know why though?
Well, to me, I know my father. He didn't play that because he's like that invites attention that you don't need. You know, that's what I thought. Maybe that's probably why he did it. But some people do it for different. Don't have their let their kids do it for different reasons. My thing was, I think most of my family wanted me to enjoy being a little girl, being a young lady, not being so fast, trying to be so fast to grow up. That's another thing that kind of helped me out because I wasn't fast growing up. I just enjoyed being a girl and being a teenager. So
Well, this
some of
this
that
what
stuff.
I'm finna tell you,
Hmm.
and what you're
Hmm.
saying is correct. But I'm gonna give you the just do of what's happening. And this
Okay.
is from a whole black community standpoint in America. You can't say nowhere else, but in America.
Hmm.
In America, it was like that for all black families when we was all in one place. You know why? Because you got to think about it. Back then, if you dress like that, if you wear makeup, if you wear the fake nails and the fake hair and stuff, you start looking like. Remember, we had host roles back then, like Harry Hines and everything else.
Uh,
That's what the hookers looked like back then. That's what they
right.
wore. So they don't want this little girl, this child, this teenager that's coming into womanhood to look like something that other niggas can mistake you to look like and try to proposition themselves onto you look like something.
Hmm. I agree with
That
that.
was the whole just do right there. That's
Hmm.
why they didn't allow young girls back then, because guess what? We all was a village, even with the community. Uh,
Right.
like I said, you grew up in the Oak Cliff. You knew people around the corner. Your grandma, your mama, or your daddy, or somebody. Hey, go around and ask Miss Josie, man. Let us borrow some sugar until we get our stamps, or you know what I'm saying. They'll send you around the corner.
Hmm.
Hey, tell her to let us hold some pork chops or something so I can cook it with these. Well, and guess what? Mealtime. We'll come home and say you don't remember this, man. Probably the whole Monday through Friday, we eating on a pot of beans and some rice and some cornbread. If we run out of cornbread, we eating some regular bread. And every Sunday morning, I mean every Sunday after church, we getting a whole different meal.
Yeah.
And
Now,
everybody coming over there to your grandma house, your mama house, whoever was holding those
mhm.
functions at the church, and everybody would be
Right.
sitting over there either eating, watching the game, kids be outside playing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, even though Russell, me and you are in a different generation, but I will say I did have that to where I have an auntie to this day. She cooks every Saturday night for Sunday afternoon. Every Sunday night. And she's been doing that ever since she's 70. She's 73 years old, so she's been doing it, I'm going to say, maybe for 60 something years, because she's 73. But, they started cooking early. My grandmother had them cooking early and stuff. But ever since she's been married, 'cause she got married when she was, what, 18? She been cooking that long, and she invite everybody over every Sunday after church to have a Sunday's meal. And that's how my grandmother was. My grandmother had people, her sisters, her brothers, her nieces, her nephews, her children. They come back home, or they children. That was a tradition of not only my family, but like you said, a lot of black families back in the day. I was gonna say in the 80s, even some of the 90s. And if you blessed, like I was telling you, you might have some relatives that still do it to this day. You know, so when I don't feel like cooking on a Saturday night, Sunday after church, I go over Aunt Flo's house. Aunt Flo got the neck bones, turkey legs. She got the baked chicken. She got all with cornbread, cabbage, collard greens, black eyed peas, anything you want. She know how to make it. If I need to know how to make something, I just call Aunt Flo.
Yeah, you
So,
just got a flow docs. But hey, but listen, hey, but listen, but see, that's like I said, that's a rarity now. But see, these young girls, they're not even influenced by Ain't Flow no more. They don't. That's old school. That's this and that. That's something different.
yeah.
Nowadays it's all about listening to Cardi B on how to get money out of nigga, how to listen to Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what some of these girls don't even know how to goddamn cook.
Right.
I
I
had
know
I
some
had a I
people.
had a chick I had a chick, man, check this out. Quick story.
Mhm.
I had a chick my brother was dating, right? So
Mhm.
my brother was helping me change my spark plugs on my car. So she
Mhm.
kept blowing his phone up. So he's like, man, grab the phone, man, see who that is, man. So I pick up the phone. She was like, she asked for my brother. I'm like, well, he helping me, change them spark plugs on my phone. She's like, well, can you give him a message? I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, look,
Mhm.
she couldn't cook really. So he told her, I guess he told her how to, cook cabbage, to boil it. So she's saying that everything that he's telling me is not happening. I said, all right, so what's not happening? What's going on?
Mhm.
She said, well, I cut off the head uh of the cabbage, the stem, you know what I'm saying, and I let the water boil with uh and I put the pepper and the salt and a little vinegar in there, and I set it in there. But he told me it was supposed to break up, and it's not breaking up. I said, well, yeah, that's what,
What
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just check
the
this out.
hell?
So I'm like, Alan, she talking about, man, she followed all your instructions on how to boil a cabbage, but she said it's not falling apart. It's still solid. He was like, all right, well, look, tell her, we'll be around there because she didn't stay too far. I just, so when he finished with my what's name, because he was already half done, we rode around now. Man, if I didn't tell you, man, this girl had a head of lettuce in this goddamn motherfucking pot trying to boil this shit. Instead of some goddamn cabbage, she grabs a head of lettuce. She didn't know what the hell the difference between lettuce and cabbage. She boiling some lettuce.
Oh,
And
Lord.
my brother
She
looked at
was.
her. My brother looked at her. Man,
Hey, what the hell? Like she can't read the size when she goes to the grocery store.
I don't know what
Like,
she was
yeah,
doing,
they look
man.
similar, but Lord have
I
mercy,
don't,
that sounds crazy as hell.
it do. But like I said, I seen it happen before, so I know
Uh-huh.
and this was probably like damn near what 20 some years ago. So
Uh,
just imagine some of these girls now. Some of these girls, boy, if they can't get no fast food line or go to no soul food restaurant, they out of there. They out of there.
well, Believe me, I am not that bad at all. That sounds crazy as hell.
Man,
Yo, yeah, what kind
listen,
of foolishness? Like, I
man,
started
she did not.
cooking. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, but I'm saying she just, because I was baffled. I was like, yeah, that's all you got to do to boil the cabbage. I mean,
Right.
I even know how to do that.
Right.
I fry my cabbage. I like mine
Oh,
fried
okay.
better than anything. But yeah, when we got over there, my brother came back in the living room. He said, "Boy, you ain't gonna believe this shit." I
So
said,
how long
"What?"
did he stay with her?
Oh, that wasn't. It wasn't long before he was gone. Yeah, it
Yeah, I'm
wasn't. Yeah,
pretty
it wasn't
sure.
that long because see, it was like more like she needed a father figure, and that's what my brother was to her. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because he
wow.
was, yeah, basically because he was telling her how to dress, and he was a little
What?
older than her. No, but no, check
Uh,
this out. He was like, I'm gonna say he was about like he had to be about 10 years older than her at the time when he started dealing with her.
okay.
But
Hmm.
he was just trying to show her basic things in life. She had a child with a dude. You know what I'm saying? And she was trying to get herself back on the right path. So okay, that's cool. So he was trying to show her little things on what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And when you a grown woman and you dressing like you a fucking you in high school, then no, we got to do something about this, baby. Nah, you representing me
Hmm.
too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's for every man. I mean, if
Hmm.
we we coexist together, so what I'm lacking in, you got to be strong in.
Right,
If
I
you if
agree
you
with that.
if your man come out in something and he look like a hot mess, boy, you gonna be like, oh baby, hold up, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm be like,
yeah,
you gonna have to do something about that, boy. Yeah,
yeah,
I had to tell this
yeah.
one guy, I was like, sweetie, I said it in a nice way. This is not the way. You're gonna have to. I said, this is what you need to do if you want to, look nice now. Because some men and some women don't know how to put their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? And if you know, and hopefully the person won't get offended. But I'm like, you going somewhere with me, you can't be looking any kind of way. Because I don't go any kind of way when I go
Exactly,
places. I'm not one of them chicks. I go places. I don't go places with no hair bonnet, looking like a hot ghetto mess. With some house shoes. I don't do that. I don't do that. I go places. I'm not gonna be just dressed down all the time, but I'm gonna be decent. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
I'm gonna be decent and in order. I'm not gonna be looking any kind of way. You know.
And that, and
Look
that
here.
probably comes from your upbringing. That probably comes
Right.
from being around real genuine women who showed you, hey, look, you can't just be walking around here looking like a hot ass goddamn mess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
That
can't be,
part.
yeah, like this ain't Oak Cliff. You just can't be walking to the stuff. Cause and that's why he was trying to change her dress attire because if you dress like that, then that's the type of niggas you gonna attract.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
so that's why he was trying to, basically how y'all say upgrade her. You know what I'm saying? By being around a individual who was more intelligent than her. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's just what it was. But eventually, I think he kind of got fed up with it because it was just like he was doing too fucking much. He was
Yeah,
doing too
like
fucking much. Like it was like he was like the daddy for real. Like, damn girl, but she
mm-mm.
didn't know shit.
No.
The last time I think he got pissed off at her, I think she burnt some hamburger helper.
What the hell is going on with this child? Lord have mercy.
but
This is
she but
stupid.
but she grew up with her mama. And
Uh-huh.
he told me the story a little bit. She grew up with her mama and her and her daddy was at odds and shit because her mama put that wedge between them. You know how some of them women
Yeah,
you know,
I was talking
if I
about that
can't have
earlier.
you, yeah, if I
Nobody
can't
can.
have you, yeah, the
And
shit,
that's not
not even your daddy.
That's not the way. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Right.
right. You can't punish a child because of your feelings. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? That's really
Mm-hmm.
immature and that's vindictive at the end of the day. It's very vindictive. So I think women that are like that, they really need a reality check. And really they're gonna cause more harm than they're gonna actually than they think they are. They think, oh, it ain't a big deal. My child need me. No, your child needs a good father too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I don't like when women do that. And that's very childish. Hey Roy Lee, how are you?
What's up? Hey, what's up,
what
Selena?
you
What's up, Russell?
what
Man, what
What you,
man, what's up, Roy Lee? You kind of cam up. That
boy,
don't look like no
them new
18 wheeler
false,
right there.
them new false teeth sound better. Got you sounding better, boy.
Yeah, man, sound like a grown man, don't it, boy?
Yeah, yeah.
Sound like a grown man.
Like
Where
Russell
you
sound
going,
10
man?
years younger, huh?
Yeah, a little
I'm on
bit.
the way to work,
I'm,
man.
are you on your way to work? Okay, I about to say that don't look like no 18
Well,
wheeler to
nah,
me.
nah. Well, I just had left the funeral and shit, so
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
sorry to
okay.
hear that, brother.
yeah.
Sorry
What
about
you
You,
what
that.
you, what you got
you
on
know,
the
I don't be
topic, Roy
barely
Lee?
catching. I was about to say I just came in, so I really didn't know what y'all was talking about. I barely catch Selena live, so that's why I just came to speak to her.
Yeah, cause you over
Oh,
there,
okay.
you in there in the bullshit, nigga. That's why
No,
you be over
no,
there
yeah,
in the
cause
bull.
I no, because I be on late at nights. That's why Selena don't do late night lives. If you don't
Yeah,
do late
man.
night
Nah,
lives, I rarely catch you.
Your ass be over
yeah,
there in
Yeah,
Waggersville.
I sleep during the day. I
yeah.
sleep during
Roy
the day and
Lee.
working.
Roy Lee be
What's
over
up?
there, huh? He be over there,
Yeah,
Who?
Russell?
yeah, well, yeah. Roy Lee be over there.
Nah, man.
I be seeing him on them
Who you talking
panels and
about? With
shit.
who? Who you talking about?
Yeah, you be in over there. You be over there. I be seeing Roy Lee sometimes. I be seeing
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
them twit.
If you go if you go live at night, chances are I'm there.
Oh, okay. I say. Well,
But
Roy
not
Lee,
during the day.
he ain't never been too facey to me. So I
Nah,
just
I ain't
Roy
say,
Lee
never
well,
cool
been
nigga,
what?
man.
yeah, that's my
Man,
buddy.
I be cooling, man. I just be chilling.
Yeah, no. Roy Lee, he cool, man. He ain't one of them. He ain't one of the type of niggas to be on that extra shit. He just gonna speak
Yeah.
his mind and say what he feel, and you gotta, I respect that. We can have a civil
Mm.
conversation. Some of them niggas want to
Right.
come up here and start cussing you out and saying you was a hoe and all that other shit. You like, come on, man. God
Uh,
damn, man.
Oh, Russell.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
man.
now we just talking basically royally about pretty much everything. We started out with the what's his name? Charlie Kirk. We talked a little bit about that and talked about racism and things like that. And so we just kind of everywhere. And he was telling me about his brother's girlfriend that can't cook. We was talking about that, laughing about that, and just the family
yo,
units
it's
that
funny because a lot of these women can't cook no more, man. That's like becoming a lost art.
right. They can't clean either.
Don't want to clean. Like you said,
Not
it's
even
Yeah.
not
it's
even their
the.
bodies.
What?
I mean, they out there, but it's hard to find now. Like it's
That's crazy. That is so crazy. So so have y'all ever dealt with a girl that didn't clean herself?
Oh
herself. No,
man,
I ain't ever dealt with that, but not
I
Uh,
have.
as far as not. I done been to where I done seen a dirty car, and once your car dirty like that, I don't really want to look at your room. So
Worldly, that
I mean,
look, that
the
ain't
car is a
necessarily
small.
true.
No, well
That
that's
ain't
true, but
necessarily true.
the car is necessarily a small space. It's a certain amount of junk that I'll excuse out of your car. Cause yeah, I know a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
women are the other way around, where women tend to have more messier cars but cleaner houses, whereas a man
Right.
might have a cleaner car. So I'm well aware of that. That's why I say it's a certain amount of junk and clutter that I can deal with.
Oh, okay. Because I know
Yeah,
for me,
if your trunk full of clothes, and you don't live in your trunk,
oh no, that's kind of strange unless they're moving. But I know for me now, my car a little junky, but my house I ain't gonna have it nasty and
yeah,
messy.
I know how that
And
is.
I'm gonna
Cause
wash my tail too. So that's something that women need to watch. You have a big booty like me, you better get you some baby wipes and clean. I don't mean to be vulgar, but a lot of times um, you need to make sure that you're getting all of your crevices. hmm And men do too, because some of these men don't. They're not really hygienic either. Thank God I've never dealt with someone that wasn't a hygienic, that didn't take care of themselves. But some of these men be stanky. They have musty
Oh yeah,
balls and
plus
things.
last time my camera fell when you was asking me to cam up, so I ain't scared. I ain't
Oh,
scared to show
okay.
myself on cam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to get on cam. I just had to. I'm getting dressed. But yeah, some of these men be having musty balls, and they really need to get in that tub or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it ain't always the women. Sometimes it be some of these men stinky. What you think about that, Russell?
Well, the key to it is a lot of people need to understand you got to at least soak in that tub at least once out the week.
You talking about that
You know,
vinegar soap?
nah, just soak in
Just
the
so.
tub, man, and yeah, and get some of that, that stank up off for you. Cause just taking a shower ain't gonna get it, bro. You gotta,
Oh, okay.
when you, especially when you sweat a lot and you got a lot of odor. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I get in there at least once a week because I deal with chemicals like hazmat. I pick up chemicals and stuff, right?
Facts. I know
So
what you
sometimes,
mean.
yeah. Sometimes when I be picking up like gas or something like that, I had that smell on my clothes
Oh,
and on my
okay.
skin. So I got to jump in the tub and soak for a minute, and and get that smell up off of me.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, see,
Yeah,
I'm
you
in
get
Florida.
some.
It's always humid. So even if I just got out the shower and go outside, I feel like I'm already dirty again. So for men or women to not bathe the day in Florida, that's, I don't understand how, but I see it happen a lot. But,
Well, shit in
'cause I
Florida,
mean,
everywhere, nigga. Shit, water free in America. Shit, get your stinking ass.
Mhm.
Unless you homeless or something,
yeah,
I
but
guess.
you know how some of them up north people is shit. They probably don't sweat a lot, so they don't care about bathing every day.
Man, I don't give a damn if you don't sweat, nigga.
Yeah,
Your ass
I
gonna
agree.
sweat.
I
Yeah.
agree, but I've seen it. I see it. Shit, I even see them damn bird bath in Mexican. Well, a lot of them be here illegals anyway, so they bird bath so they don't risk the fear of being caught at truck stops and shit. Cause
What
now
Yeah,
ICE
the
but you
starting to
see,
hell is
raid
going on?
everywhere.
you see they water system in their country. I mean, shit. I'd rather
Yeah,
bird
that's
bath
true.
too. That nasty ass
Yeah,
shit. That
yeah, the
shit
bird
nasty.
bath's still better than what they grew up on.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're a hot mess. But yeah,
Yeah,
you better, like I said, you better take care of yourself. So, like I said, my car a little junky because I'm always in it, you know, going from point A to point B, and but my house is not gonna look like it though.
man, y'all
But
women
I
have a
am,
whole goddamn wardrobe, a whole wardrobe in y'all goddamn car.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I ain't
why I
gonna lie.
said. But hey,
Yeah,
some women got a whole walk-in closet worth of stuff in
Yeah,
the trunk. It's like, bro, you
yeah.
you go to get groceries and everything got to be in the back seat because the whole the whole trunk full of clothes.
Yeah, I can be like that because I be having my jacket, my umbrella. I might have some water in there, just in case if I need some water, go back to my car. Um, I used to keep my eyelash stuff in there too, but I took that out. But yeah, so I got some things in there, just on a rainy day or, something may happen. I got my what do you call that? My booster cables and all of that
I'm
in there.
I'm actually surprised you be on the road that much, Selena. You be having a lot of road rage.
Yeah, I know, man. But
Boy, they be getting you
I
upset.
I do be getting the people to pick me up because they already know. Now, if it's far out, I'm like, oh, y'all know y'all. Hey, you're gonna have to pick me up. But I do like, I have to just adjust sometimes. I've been doing better with the road rage, just a tad bit. But yeah, people do get on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. I do be having some issues with that. But yeah, it's all good. Um, oh, so let's just talk about some YouTube stuff.
Bro, Lee
You
dropped off.
know, he heard. Oh, here. Hey, Stella.
I don't know what the hell happened. He
Um,
dropped off.
oh, he'll probably come back.
What's some YouTube stuff?
Oh, what's going? So how do you think how do you think I've been doing lately, Russell? Just
Oh
staying
man, you
out the
been doing
way.
wonderful, man. Wonderful, man. You staying out the way, even though you can't stay out the way, but you know you staying.
What is that? What does that mean, Russell? I don't know
You
what you're
know what that
talking about.
means.
What?
You know
No,
what that
tell me what
means.
that means.
Yeah,
What
boy,
that
you know
mean,
what that
Russell?
means. Well, Selena name gonna
No,
come up some way, somehow.
tell me
But
how.
you know,
Tell me what happened.
no, no, ain't nothing happen. Ain't nothing happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just saying. You
Nah.
doing great, man. I mean, I like I said, I'm digging you. L Boogie too, man. I'm commending to
Yeah,
L
I'm proud of
Boogie.
El Boogie and
Yeah, cause he's switching up his content, man. He ain't just going in
uh-huh.
with the, some of these dudes they get so caught up in that going at each other shit, man, that they can't comprehend on what the fuck is going on in this real
Right.
world. And like I
Right.
say, like how me and you are up here vibing, we talking about old shit and how it used to be, and and just history itself. Some of these niggas can't even do this.
Always some drama or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, I'm really starting to my eyes is kind of opening up a little bit to certain things, that I used to be like, because I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes I'm like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not. I'm gonna be one of those. I'm just saying that it's just sometimes you just gotta call a spade a spade. And if you support people, if you for people, you are, and if you're not, you're not. And a lot of the things that I see or have been seeing, I'm like, people be on some bullshit.
Yeah. And another
Yeah,
thing, my whole thing is, me being a supporter, and being part of the chats and stuff. People just you get tired of the same old script. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's just like if you say, okay, well, I'm gonna go on vacation, and you going in the same goddamn place, and you just staying at home in Dallas, you're gonna get tired of it. You're gonna want to switch it up or something else. But it's just like, okay, if two people going back and forth, that's cool. But then when people start flagging your channel and start trying to get you take your money out your pocket and all that other shit, that's just kind of crazy to me. To that point, I'd be like, you know what? You could have it, but I can't tell a content creator what to do. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
all that flagging and complaining and reporting channels and looking up people information and all that shit is just like, yeah.
And I think it's really, you got to be careful about wanting to, make sure, well, saying this thing where you're saying, people are being exposed because the person that might be being exposed may be the person that is saying that they're exposing someone. And my thing is, be very careful about saying you exposing people, because it will come back. It will actually turn around on you, that you are the one that will be exposed, and people are seeing what you do in your works. See, um, people got it real. I've noticed sometimes you'll have people to say that about exposure. I'm like, you gotta be careful about that, because just like you trying to expose somebody else, you're gonna be exposed.
Yeah, and
So,
that's what's happening in the space a lot now. That
hmm
people try to start exposing people for certain things in their past. And now some of these other people start to get exposed. But guess what? I mean, my whole thing is, what's up, Phoenix?
Hey, Phoenix,
Hey,
how you?
What's up, Scorpion lady?
I'm
Hope you.
good. I just
I
came
hope
to
that ain't
say
your.
hey and show my support. Russell, what you
I hope.
starting
I
today?
hope. I hope that ain't your horoscope sign. Cause nigga, if I was a nigga trying to holler at you, boy, I'm gone. Hell
Oh, well,
no.
get gone. Well, get gone.
You better
Cause
not be trying to
baby,
holler at her anyway.
Hey, I'm taking my teeth and I'm moving on.
okay.
No, okay, Pump. All right,
Yes,
Pump.
honey. And the glass
Mhm.
that your teeth go in at night too, baby. Go ahead.
Them, they in that cup. They in that cup
I'm trying to
getting that
tell you.
Alka-Seltzer treatment.
Mm, that damn polydent drops, yes, sir. Them tablets,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yes,
Hey,
sir.
what's going on, no man? Bring some light to the topic.
Oh, I was trying to say it yesterday in the chat. The thing is, and I've also said this on one of Teran's lives, the exact
Mhm.
same thing that he said, on the college campuses, other black leaders have said the same thing. We need our own. Stop trying to lean toward the others or, fighting for their acceptance. Because we as a people are quick to say, I don't go where I'm not wanted.
Mhm.
But we fighting to go where we're not wanted.
Okay.
I don't understand that. On like a global scale, we have to be accepted by these people. For why? We don't even accept ourselves. Can we start there? Charity starts at home.
Right.
You on a college campus telling the white man how things are racist and you are an oppressed people, but you don't know what it feels like to be oppressed because your ancestors weren't even able to go to school, which is why HBCUs were started.
Mm.
You in the
It's true.
HBCU now. I mean, you're sitting at a college campus complaining about how you oppressed. Baby, how? I tell my kids all the time, you hungry, you don't know what it feel like to starve. There's a difference.
Mm. Mm.
You might feel jealousy and envy coming your way, but can we call that racism? Here's the thing. They don't have the same type of sauce we had. They are trying to
Mhm.
figure out how the hell they keep trying to step on our necks and we still rising. That is not racism, honey. That's jealousy.
Mm.
Because if you take anything from them, they don't come back up. They stay down.
Mm.
Or they rely on somebody else to keep them up. We don't.
Mm.
There's a difference.
Right.
We had our own. We've always had our own. But for some reason, we lost the fight in trying to continuously rebuild. We've had our own hospitals, our own banks, grocery stores, neighborhoods. We didn't need them. Restaurants. We lost the sense of community. We are so quick to say I'm gonna get it and fuck everybody else, and then the rest of them, when they get it, they bring everybody else with them. It may be one by one. I mean,
Mhm.
it's literally examples to that. They say, "Oh, you like Brandy or Monica? Well, why can't I like both? Angela Bassett or Viola Davis? They're both phenomenal. Morgan
Right.
Freeman or Denzel Washington. They're both
Don
phenomenal.
Don Julio or tequila.
Man, listen, they're both phenomenal. Shit. So, I mean, but you don't never hear them say, "Oh, Dolly Parton or Reba McEntire, Hillary Swank, or what's that
Right.
girl name, Jennifer Garner." You don't never hear that. You don't hear Billy Ray Cyrus. Or what's the other boo name? I forgot that white man, but he got some good songs. Garth Brooks.
Big big booties or small booties? I like them both.
They all matter. It depends on the
Oh
day which one
Lord,
I got.
Russell is a nut.
I'm just saying, like we have to actually get back to the sense of community. We actually have to, if you want to make your ancestors proud, like they had a sense of community. They always relied on each other. We're not doing that. We looking
Mm-mm.
out for self.
Exactly.
But hey, what do I know?
Hey, but you
Yep.
know what, Phoenix? Reason why I say we looking out for self because it's not enough resources to fund everyone.
But guess what?
And
It
when
is.
yeah,
But guess
well,
what? It
but I'm
is.
saying they give it to token Negroes
It
and
don't
then
it
they'll
don't
put
matter
it in
who
their
they give
ears.
it to. It don't matter who they give it to. We supposed to have each other's back. Why are we still
Well,
looking for they?
we don't have those communities no
Let
more.
me tell
That's
you
another
something.
problem.
Now I will say this because there is a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now when them other ones be coming over from out of no damn where, they get our resources, what we paid our taxes to go into. They get our resources. Now, I'm not sure if they were getting as much back in the day as they were when Biden was in office. I don't know. But you know they would do two-bedroom apartment, 20 people. They got daycare for each other, everybody working. Even the women that have to stay home, they making sure the food is cooked. They going to the grocery store. They got a car or a couple vehicles, because you know they get those too. They making that stipend work for them. They can work for $5, $6 an hour because it's like 20 of them in that house. And then they go off and break off on their own when they are financially stable. Do you know what we do as a people? 18, get the fuck out my house. Do you see the difference? There's the difference. Instead of us being a community or a family, we looking to be gone somewhere.
Right.
There's the difference.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Just saying, mindset is a motherfucker.
Right. Right. The mindset is very much so. Phoenix Rory, you won't believe. Well, I might not need to say it. I don't want to give this. Oh,
What
you won't
happened?
believe. That's why I was. I always put the overlay up, especially when it's people like names I don't know. This little weirdo. I don't know why these people are just so perverted
It's
and
a
have
few
nothing else
weirdos.
better to do in life. Coming on showing me his little Peter Paul almond joy in the back. Y'all didn't see it, but I'm like, better luck next time. You know, I, I, I'm, I, I'm just because I am new to this, I'm true to this. You know what I'm saying? So you think you're gonna come and
Yeah.
disrespect me on my platform? You got another thing coming. You come up here with another account, your ass is gonna be banned again. I don't play that shit. I don't go and disrespect anybody else on their platform, showing my titties or anything.
Oh
Don't
wow.
come over here.
Although you would shut
And
shit
you
down
go
if you did
find
it.
go get you a porno and look at that and back off on that. Go get you one of those up dolls and skeet skeet all up in it. But don't come up here with that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's a line and that's disrespectful.
It
And
is
you know
because
who
they
you
probably
are,
saw
you
you just
weird.
kept letting. They probably seen you just kept letting people you know up on the panel and thought that they could just
Mhm.
slide in too.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
told you I'm new to this. But I'm also true to this as well. Come up here thinking I'm stupid, thinking I'm gonna let some. I may not be very always technology, just
Tech savvy.
technology savvy on things, but honey, I know how to put up an overlay. So get you a blow up doll and go skeet skeet and find you somebody else to play with. Don't play. I don't play over here. Show ass on somewhere, you weird ass nigga. I don't know who you are. White. It look like I don't know. It look like some little white sauce, but whatever. About your way, sir. I ain't gonna call you sir.
Oh damn,
Yeah.
you almost been live 2 hours.
Demon on
How
here
your how your
jacking
how your
off.
next episode of Looking
Uh,
for Love be coming? Love on YouTube coming. You found somebody?
Listen.
Selena? You hear me, Selena?
Did she? I think she was in the Matrix. She might be having
Uh
technical difficulties right
oh,
now.
okay. I thought I would you I thought so you could hear me. Okay, I'm good. I
Yeah.
thought it was me.
No, I was
How you
showing.
doing?
I
How you
I
doing,
did
Phoenix
something that y'all
Rising? I
said
don't think
women
I
these
ever been
days
on a
can't do.
panel with you. What?
Probably not.
Oh,
Yeah, I was doing
yeah.
something y'all say women can't do
What's
today,
that?
which was cooking. I was cooking.
Oh. Hey, I said it's a lost art, so I didn't say y'all can't do it. I just said it's becoming a lost art.
As long as I got kids, the stove will be on, honey.
Well, see, that's the thing is, well, for me, it's just the air fryer, cause I don't know, I haven't used the oven or a stove in forever. Cause it's when you just make a
Oh, that's
smaller
sad.
sample, when you just make a smaller service, it is kind of pointless. Burn more energy. Like I don't know. Plus, certain things taste better. Like salmon and shit tastes better air fried than it does. Well, maybe pan seared might be good too, but
Absolutely fancy.
yep.
Oh, baby.
See, but the crock pot and the air fryer are pretty much my go-tos.
And that's fine. You a single bachelor dude. That's understandable.
Yeah, as I was saying, if I'm cooking for kids, if I was cooking for kids and shit, I'd be cooking too.
Hmm. Yeah. Cece said you should meal prep.
Huh? She
Cece
right.
said you
That's
should
why
meal
I
prep.
do it. I'm just not consistent with it. So I might do it
Hmm.
1 week and then the next week I just eat out all the time, and that eating out should add up. I ain't gonna.
Well, it should both of them add up nowadays. Grocery about as
Yeah,
high
you're
as these
right. Shit,
restaurants.
same thing with that excuse. Oh, eating healthy was too expensive. Shit, eating junk food expensive now. McDonald's ain't
You
that much
know.
cheaper than damn Five Guys or any.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, anybody can find a good farmer's market and not pay as much for vegetables and fruit.
Facts. But especially when you're in the South, because all these illegals have fruit food trucks and stuff.
That and it's more farmland. You grow your own shit. You
Wait a minute.
can get a garden.
Oh Lord, Miss V. Oh my goodness. I knew something had to be. Miss V had to have some type of flaw. She put sugar in her grits. Please don't tell me you do that too, Phoenix Rising.
I'm sorry, what?
You put sugar in grits,
Salt and pepper.
huh? Oh, salt and
Salt and
pepper.
pepper.
Okay, okay. See, Miss V, you all alone. Don't nobody put no sugar in no grits.
I did when I was a kid.
Ew, that's cream of
I needed
wheat.
energy.
Like that's basically cream of wheat. Blasphemy, man. She had
Yes, Easy did it in a little cheese sometimes, sometimes, not all the
Yep. If it ain't salt, pepper, and cheese, that's it.
time.
And like I
Hmm.
said, she was talking about it was because you need some flavor to it. That's why you season the shrimps or the catfish or the tilapia and mix it in.
I don't fuck with tilapia, but catfish, orange,
Man, you got to
rusky,
try
salmon,
shrimp and grits.
I have.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hmm. Added a little lobster tail with that too. TJ, happy birthday. Ooh, you old and shit.
But,
TJ old as hell now. Yay.
wow, she's still in
Did
the
Selena
Matrix.
leave her own damn life?
That's what I was about to say. Is she
What
in the
kind of
Matrix still or
bullshit is
what?
this?
Oh, the
Mm-mm.
takeover, the Phoenix Rising and Roy Lee show.
You better hurry up, cause I'm about to hop
I'm
that. This
telling you,
is not
I
my
don't like
shit.
being no. I do not like being no
This ain't my
content
shit.
creator. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I don't like that content creator shit. Mm-mm. I'll
That's the
ride with you
reason.
on the panel, but I ain't trying to I ain't trying to be the lead.
Absolutely.
But,
But yeah, um, we're failing as a people due to our mindset. So I mean, we can keep blaming Whitey, but at
well,
the end of the day, where's our accountability?
it's the want to be accepted by Whitey because it's like
I
if
don't want to be accepted
uh
by Whitey. If
I
you
don't
love
either,
me,
but
you love me. If
I
you
don't.
don't, fuck you.
That's
I don't
why it's like
care.
with the Charlie Kirk, it's like nobody ain't gonna shame me into feeling sorry because the man met his demise the way that if you put negative energy out there, I don't care what color you is, somebody and for one, he got killed by his own kind. My attitude is not my problem. Like that's white people problem.
You saying he put
So
out
why
negative
should I feel
energy?
any type of way about it?
You saying he put out negative energy?
Yeah, he did put out a lot of negative energy. I mean,
Well, I don't know how so. I
it
didn't witness
wasn't
that.
it wasn't he put out enough to where a lot of his stuff could be chopped up and easily manipulated as negative energy, but it was because of the way that he said
That's
things.
not his
Like,
fault. That's
yeah,
somebody else's.
it ain't his
That's
fault,
somebody
but
else.
hey, yeah, you're right, it's not his fault. But
Yeah, if people want to be manipulative about the actual message, that's on them. That has nothing to do with him. What he said and what he does, he's responsible for.
he was killed by somebody who pretty much shared similar views in most ways. Like I said, it wasn't like he got killed because of his views and somebody in opposition of him. Well, at least somebody who brought up in the same household that had the same views. So
I have no
I
idea
mean,
about that
you
because
can't, yeah, you
it's
can't.
so many different conflicting stories about that, and I just
No,
wait
they
till the
said
facts actual came
his
out.
dad was yeah. It's been already said that his dad was a MAGA supporter. But I
That
mean, you
has
could be
nothing to do
raised in
with
the
him.
same household. Yeah, that's why I just you just took it. That's what I was about to say. You could be raised in the same household and stuff like that. But
Yeah. Again, I I don't know because there's so many conflicting stories about who the person that actually shot him, what he believes.
no, they were at first they were saying it was like an old man, but he was just yelling something out.
Mm. So, like I said, I'll just wait till the facts on that come out because nobody knows except that person why he did what he did. There are stories saying that he actually etched different words on the bullets, and then there's stories saying that that wasn't true. There's stories saying that he had a trans partner, and then some other stories saying that that wasn't true, and that's why
Wait,
he
who
went
had a
off on
trans partner?
the shooter.
Oh,
And then there's stories saying that that wasn't true. So I mean, listen, um, I wait to facts. I hear facts of the things. I'm not jumping to nobody's conclusion. Um, because again, nobody knows why he did what he did but him.
facts.
I'm not gonna assume shit. I could assume and say if he was left leaning and he had a trans partner, then that might have been why he decided to take out Charlie Kirk. Because one thing I know about the alphabet community is they are bullies. And they are violent bullies. And they swear up and down, oh well we had to be persecuted all our lives. So now you're gonna do the same thing to people who do not agree. I can accept you as a person. I may not agree with your lifestyle. And that's okay. I can still love you as a person. But if you lead with your sexuality, I can't fuck with you because I don't lead with that. That's not
I
how
don't
I
see
lead my
nothing
life.
wrong with either
I'm a
one.
whole rounded person. I don't lead with my sexuality.
Mm.
So, I mean, you talking about, oh,
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
the part.
accept me for
That's
who
the
I
only part
am.
I don't like is being shamed because I don't agree with it. But I don't have to
Right. Like,
express it. I don't
you don't
agree with
accept
it.
me for
But
who I
I
am.
shouldn't
I
have to
do
worry
accept you
about
for who
fear
you are.
of saying I don't agree with it out of fear of
What you
being
do in the bedroom
canceled or
ain't
some
my
shit.
business, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Whatever you decide or whoever you decide to do in your bedroom, that's not my business because I'm not participating in that. And for some reason, they can't make that connection.
Hmm.
I'm not running around here showing off who I'm like I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't have to participate in that. I don't have to accept that type of lifestyle. The same way if somebody was going around killing folk, I don't have to accept their lifestyle. Thank you for not killing me, but I don't like
And
what you're
you know, a
doing.
lot more people will have
Oh
less
my
problems.
Shit.
gosh.
A lot of
I
their
am so
problems are
sorry,
pretty much
guys.
because of the media
I
force
don't know
feeding
what the hell's going
propaganda
on with this
onto
phone.
others. You know, if it wasn't for
Right.
the
Can y'all
media
hear
force
me?
feeding it, nobody
Yes,
wouldn't really
Hemi.
care about it.
I can hear you. You
I
still
don't know if
there?
y'all can hear me or not.
Can you hear
Can
She
you
us?
hear
finally
me?
came back.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is
Uh,
going
Can
on now?
she can't hear us though. Worth a damn.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh, all right, all right. But yeah, they some of the
Girl,
biggest bullies.
thank y'all for holding it down. Thank y'all for holding it down, honey. My
you got like this laugh
son
that you
like
just like you want to start shit and then your laugh like kind of devious.
You talking about me?
Yeah, you Phoenix.
I do be holding back. I do be holding back a
Yeah,
lot.
I could tell. That's why I said it's a laugh like you want to say some devious shit and then you just like hold it in.
Not necessarily devious. It's just people are sensitive, and I'm learning because I used to not give a good goddamn. But I've been told more than once that other people got feelings. Whatever. So I'm
y'all
working
talking.
on acknowledging other people's feelings.
What was y'all talking about
That's
before I
understandable.
was so rudely interrupted by
You
the
back?
cell phone towers?
You situated, Selena?
Just
Uh,
how we are failing ourselves as a people with our mindset, and how the alphabet community are some of the biggest bullies and hate group there is.
oh my.
Yep,
You
they
know
be
you gonna
bullying.
start something with that, honey. Oh,
Well,
okay.
it is what it is.
Well, yeah, well, I can tell you one thing. Most of them was really
Yeah, it's
excited
almost
when
getting to the point where on the
can y'all hear me?
application, if you
Yeah.
put straight, you might have a worse chance of getting a job than I'd rather not answer.
I mean, and that's the thing. Why is that? Why is that a question for my job? To like,
Yeah,
what the hell? I'm off
exactly.
the clock when I'm fucking. Like, I don't. That's none of your damn business.
Same with the damn sex. I mean gender. I mean obviously by most people names you can tell what the gender is. I mean
I mean, for real. What do you identify as, motherfucker? If you
yeah.
got a penis, you identify as a dude. If you got titties and a coochie, you identify as a female. Like, dog, it's not that hard.
Okay.
You can't say I identify as a billionaire. I just need my bank account to agree with me.
Mm, I'm
What
trans
the
well.
hell?
I identify as a billionaire too.
Okay, I really need my bank account to. To go with my vision.
Don't we all do?
Yes, indeed. I heard that, girl.
Hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, but back before I was interrupted. Yeah, it's Roy Lee. The
Well,
situation
Soraya,
with
old people alarm must have went off. He done disappeared.
Yeah.
nah,
Can you not hear Selena?
I
He
can
went to
hear,
go
but
watch the stories.
I'm not sure.
I don't think Roy Lee can hear you.
Hell,
Nah, I can't hear Selena.
Okay, cause
you
she
can.
I was
talking.
hearing her earlier.
Okay, let me take you off my phone, then. I'll see you
I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna come
Now,
back in.
I can hear you guys, but
Okay,
anyway,
good.
back. Yeah, I can hear you. But now, like I said, back to what I was saying about the love on YouTube. Um, trying to open people's minds uh, to something new. And then when you don't have like maybe somebody, with a bigger channel kind of helping you to push it, it can be kind of difficult, with that. And then, people are kind of funny. If certain people don't support it or won't support it, then they're not going to support it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of just having their own mind. But then just some people are just not interested in it. I think it's a fun thing, but you got to have the participation. You got to have people that will actually do it. Um, and that's another thing I said. I was going to start doing,
Mhm.
and just support people who support me. You don't support me, I'm not going to be supporting you. You know what I'm saying? And
Amen, sister.
I'm gonna just be real cutthroat with that because I notice how I try to be nice and be supportive of people across the board on a lot of things, but I'm like, shit, nice Selena is gonna be gone. And for especially starting 2025, I'm just gonna call it what it is. If I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you. And it is what it is. But I'm gonna support people that support me. And if you don't support me, if you don't show me love, and when I've shown you love and support, then tell your ass I'm gone. I'm not finna support people that's not finna support me. I'm not doing it. And support goes in different ways too. It's not always I have to be in your chat every time I turn around. I don't always
Correct.
have monetary gifts to give you. And
Right.
if
It's
I
times
join
is hard out here. I'm a single fucking mother. The
Right, right.
hell?
I joined some people's membership, because they have shown me support. But other than that,
You a little.
I ain't doing that for everybody. Shit, that time is over with. Nice Selena is gone. She gone.
Amen, sister. Amen. Well, you know what? I
And
I wouldn't say that. Nice and Lena can stay. It's just you gonna be selective where you spend that energy.
that part. Now that's a better way of saying it.
You
Being
don't
more
have to
selective.
dismiss your
Right.
entire character because somebody else decided to be ignorant.
Mhm. Right.
So you can
And
stay
so
nice, Selena. Mhm.
yeah, I can stay so nice, Selena. Just be selective with it, and
Mhm.
who I give my hard-earned little $5 or $10 to.
Amen, sister.
So yes, indeed, on my membership too. Like I say,
Amen.
and I believe in reciprocity, and that's what most
Ooh.
people they don't believe in reciprocity. They so damn
No,
selfish,
they
thinking
do
it's all
not.
about them, but people gotta jump out the window for their ass. And I'm like, ain't nobody doing it, and you ain't did that for nobody. The hell you on,
Absolutely.
right?
That's why I said
What the
we fuck
hell,
ourselves
Mhm.
up with that type of mindset. Like we want
right?
all the support in the world, but we're not willing to support others.
Mm-mm,
The
not at
thing
all.
is, a person will spend $300 on a Chanel shirt, but let there be a black business that open that sells clothes, and let's just
Mm,
say they shirts might be $75. They looking for a discount.
Yeah, he's
right.
still supposed to have the hookup. Hook a brother up, hook a sister up.
Right,
But go to the Asian hair store and pay full price for the hair. Asians ain't giving you a
right,
dollar
Shoot.
off.
and And you, it's like, oh no, we supposed to look out for each other, but you was looking out more for Chanel. You looked out for them with no problem. I mean, you swiped that card with no hesitation for a $300 shirt that you probably gonna wear once,
Bro,
but I
it
gotta
can
give
be
you a
like that with
Right.
discount
best
on
friends
seventy
you
five
came up
dollars.
with from. Yeah, it could be like that with best friends you came up with from youth too, and sometimes them
Yeah.
be the worst ones because like, okay, I was like, let's say I was cutting your hair for cheap, cheap when we were teenagers. We
Mhm.
adults with families and bills and shit like that. I can't do that shit for you, for what I did it for 20 years ago. If you was a true friend, you'll understand that. Like,
Correct.
meanwhile, if
Right.
you go to somebody else,
Right.
you pay them full price, but I'm supposed to cut it for free because we boys and we came up.
You absolutely right. Now, V,
Yeah, ain't
as
nobody
far
got
as the
time for
quality,
that.
sometimes just because it got a label on it, don't mean the quality that great. You paying for the name.
Facts.
The thing is, you can get better quality from that $75 shirt that you looking for a discount for than you can with Chanel. Again, you wear that once because the material and the quality of how it's made is shitty. I'm just
Mhm.
saying. Um,
Yeah.
but they didn't
And like I
hesitate to
say,
purchase the product, but they'll hesitate when it comes to you. But it was said in the Bible, Jesus said it, you're not gonna be loved by your own people sometimes. And
Like
then
yo,
once
you
they
exactly.
take
show
you
you how,
take that
and then
Jumpman logo off of Jordans, they only like $30 shoes.
I'm trying to tell you,
Hmm.
and then when you turn around and get love from others and start paying attention to the others, then that's when your people have a problem with it. It's like, well, what about us? Okay, well, I tried with y'all, and what y'all spit on me. Now I'm
Hmm.
supposed to leave this love alone so y'all can abuse me? No, I'd rather be loved. Sorry.
Right. Oh yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. And all these times, you'll have people say, "Oh, people are really starting to show themselves." Now you showing your ass, and
Okay.
most of
And
the
not in a
time when
good
people
way.
be talking, yeah, most of the time when people be saying that, like you being exposed in return, you just have no idea because you can't see yourself for who you are and your actions. But see,
Absolutely.
I'm a realist, and I look at myself first. I'm very aware about who I am, so I don't need nobody telling me. And then if I start doing something, I got real people to let me know that my shit is clean.
You back in the Matrix, boo.
Like,
Somebody in
so
the
if I
Matrix
don't
talk.
have that, oh shoot, is it me?
Miss Collins, I know it's more than
Is
three
it
hundred
me?
dollars. I was just giving an example. Yeah, it was.
Mm.
I was just giving an example, ma'am. Lord Jesus.
Okay, am I in the matrix again?
No,
Oh
you
no,
okay
you
now?
good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but just a lot of times people they got some bad, bad understandings on them, and and uh they don't see what they faults and stuff. So but I'm just glad that my eyes are opening up to a lot of different things. Krista, I didn't see you in the chat. I hope I spoke to
You back
everybody
in the
that
Matrix.
came through. Hey, J Squared. Oh Lord, I'm back in the matrix. I'm on the phone.
You
I'm on the
keep being
phone.
off and
Okay.
on.
J Squared, can you hear me
Yeah, I don't
now?
think your phone want to know if it want to be in the Matrix or if it want to come through clear.
Oh Jesus. I
But
tell
I have
you,
to
this
jump
damn
down.
phone of mine.
I have to
I was
jump
about to
down.
say the same thing. Well, I don't want to be smacking y'all here. I'm gonna eat something before I start one.
I don't give a damn.
Can y'all hear
I'm
me?
over here just a chewing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you good right now.
Okay, okay. Well, I done fussed a little bit enough of everything. How's everything going, Redeem? Good to see you. Oh, I want to show y'all my new eyeglasses I got. You see them? Got my new eyeglasses on today. You see them?
Oh, they're little pretty. That's so pretty. Oh, she froze. Yeah, I'ma go. I know Selena almost at her destination. I can't hear crap she's saying if she's saying anything. I will holler
Oh,
at y'all in the
Lord.
next. Oh, there she go. There she
Well,
go.
y'all, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but shoot, I'm finna. Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah, I
hear
can
me?
hear you, girl. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna
I
go ahead
don't.
and jump down.
Okay,
I
I'm
got
finna.
other
I'm a.
obligations.
I gotta get off here. Okay, I met my location now, so
Stop
I'm finna get on off.
it. Yeah. All right, boo.
Hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having
Love
me
y'all
up.
to Reese's Pieces. Bye. Roy Lee, I'm about to go. I'll see you later. Selena.
It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and rule my
Welcome to
world
Selena's
now.
Couch,
Making you
where
crazy.
you are
You got the
welcome to be
vibe. You
free
got
to
the
be
vibe. I can
yourself.
see
So
it. I
you
see you
can
on
lay
live.
your
Rolling
head on my couch,
loud.
on
We
my
live in the
pillows.
same hood. It's all good. We can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now. And I got a feeling, babe. Yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're
Love you to
mine.
Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.